So in the film Dead Poet Society, we can see how complicated it is to find your own identity, especially when you're not the one in control in your own life. Si Neil Perry is a student who clearly knows what he wants, but at the same time, he's trapped in the expectations set by his father and society. It is not just a typical coming-of-age story. It's actually a deeper exploration of identity, pressure, and self-expression. In this video, I'll be using Romanticism as a poetic tradition and Erickson's theory of identity crisis to analyze Neil's psychological development. By combining these two perspectives, we'll see how poetry and psychology actually connects, and how they help explain Neil's choices and his tragic ending. Parang hindi lang siya basta character, but someone who represents a real struggle that many people go through. Romanticism is a poetic tradition that focuses on emotion, individuality, and self-expression, rather than logic or strict societal rules. It emphasizes the importance of following your passion and being true to yourself, even if it goes against what others expect from you. In a way, it celebrates freedom to feel, to dream, and to become who you really are. In Dead Poet Society, it is really shown through Mr. Keating's teachings, especially the idea of carpe diem or seize the day.
My Latin translation is carpe diem. No habits. Carpe diem. Seize the day. I don't know the name.
This concept encouraged the student to live fully and take control of their own lives. For Neil, Romanticism becomes more than just idea. It becomes his escape. It's how he feels alive, especially through acting, where he's really finally able to express his true self without limitation. Doon natin nakikita na ang acting is just a hobby for him. It's who really is. The essence of Romanticism is also reflected in the poem "O Me, O Life" by Walt Whitman. And the line, "That powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse." It suggests that every person has a role in life and ability to express themselves in their own unique way. It's a very empowering idea because it tells us that our existence actually matters. For Neil, his verse is acting. That's where he feels seen, heard, and fulfilled. It gives him a sense of purpose that he doesn't get from following his father's expectations. So when he's on stage, it's not just performance, it's identity. It's his way of saying, "This is who I am." And I think that's why that moment feels so powerful. According to Erickson, adolescence is the stage of identity versus role confusion, where individuals try to figure out who they really are. During this stage, it's important to have freedom to explore different roles, interests, and identities. But when that freedom is limited, it can lead to confusion, insecurity, and internal conflict. This is exactly what happens to Neil. He's caught between two identities. One that reflects his true self, and another that is imposed on him by his father. Because of this, he struggles to fully develop his identity. Instead of gaining clarity, he experienced pressure and emotional tension. Parang alam niya kung sino siya, pero hindi niya kayang ipaglaban yun. Neil clearly embodies Romanticism. that scene, you can really see how passionate and alive he is. He's confident, expressive, and completely immersed in what he's doing. It's like, for that moment, he is finally free. However, this moment of freedom doesn't last. After the performance, reality quickly catches up with him. His father confronts him, and suddenly, that sense of identity he found begins to collapse. This shows that while Neil embraced romantic ideals, he struggles to sustain them in a restrictive environment. His identity becomes divided between who he really truly is and who he is expected to be. And honestly, that's where the real conflict starts. Because of the intense pressure from his father, Neil is never given the chance to fully develop his identity. Instead of resolving his identity crisis, it becomes even more overwhelming. The same passion that once gave him life becomes a source of pain because he realizes he cannot truly pursue it freely. This creates a deep internal conflict between his passion and his obligation, and eventually, it becomes too much for him to handle. His story shows how dangerous it can be when a person is forced to suppress who they really are. Hindi na lang siya basta simpleng struggle lang. It becomes something much heavier and more destructive. Overall, Neil Sperry's story shows that self-expression is important, but it also requires support and understandings from others. Romanticism teaches us to follow our passion, but psychology reminds us that identity needs space to grow. Without that space, it becomes difficult for a person to fully become who they are. In Neil's case, these two forces clash, and unfortunately, he became the casualty of that conflict. He wanted to express himself, to live fully, and to contribute a verse to his life. But in the end, he wasn't given a chance to finish his story. And I think that's what makes this journey both powerful and tragic.